The broadcaster. The saying goes, it is preferable not to travel with a dead man, Henry McCulloch. It's December 1885. The American frontier has seen its land filled with wars, outlaws, bandits and thieves, bloodshed and tears. It's unforgiving. The land, it takes everything and gives nothing back. You're just regular folk, trying to make your living in this harsh world. Even now, you took almost every single dollar you had made over the years and invested them into a single train ticket towards your future. As some time ago, you decided to go towards the town of Strawberry. Some of you by your own, some of you got a letter from a man named Harold Lee Smith that stated that he was offering a job for you. Now, did anybody decide to go with the default option, or did everybody write down their own reason?
I have my own reason. I'm here.
I have sort of a double reason, one of which is the letter and the other is my own, which we probably discussed already.
Yep.
So you might know.
I'm going with the letter.
So the letter, in short, is: Dear Mr/Miss X, it has come to my attention that you are an opportunist that is looking for a job. We here at Steelport Industries would like to offer you one. We hire very intelligent as yourself to work for our company. We expect you to arrive soon to discuss about a job opportunity waiting for you. Signed by Harold Lee Smith, CEO of Steelport Industries. That's not...
I'm digging this guitar.
Yep. Seems very period accurate.
Now, you are on the train. The train, for days, you have been on the move, suffering from the cold of December days and nights, to the point that you don't recall the exact current date. Traveling towards your destination, you are woken up from a sound sleep as the train whistle blows, signaling its start to slow down. You wake up, you look up to the other passengers in your crooked state of mind. There is not much to look at. A few travelers here and there, an old man in a winter coat sleeping a few rows behind you. He looks like he would fall over at any second. You can smell him from where you are seated. You hear an old woman cackling endlessly in the background. The train slows down to a crawl and stops by a small watering station and a hut. You look outside of the window. You see the snow covering the earth with a small trickle of snowfall. The wind blows and a white deer is eating whatever it can to survive. You look towards getting to Strawberry, but something catches your ear while you're sitting there. You hear yelling outside, arguing towards the engine cabin. You're sort of curious what's going on. What's all of this racket going on? And you decide to check it out. Anything is better than cooped up in this tight train. Outside, you exit. Just to let you know what's going on. Not the initiative. You see 3 men arguing near the engine cabin. The train driver, the station manager, and the coal stoker. You hear the driver say, "What do you mean we cannot go any further?" As the station manager responds to him, "It's far too dangerous to go on any further. The road ahead is broken from the heavy amount of snowfall. We cannot risk passengers' safety. We gotta hunker down until somebody does something about it." And the driver responds, "Well, Rex, we gotta let the passengers know that we're stuck here, and they gotta use their own means to get there to their destinations, or hunker down until we get somebody to fix the issue." As the driver looks to the party as you're approaching, it's like, "Oh, passengers, I'm sorry to say, you have come to this place at the wrong time. This place is hell, and I hate to say it, we cannot proceed any further along this track. It has been cut off, and the train cannot move. You gotta find your own way or hunker down. We apologize."
So, I'm going to say, well, the way I see it, and don't get me if I'm wrong, but we paid for a full ride, so I expect a refund and then some if I have to travel on foot, unless you're providing horses.
Speaking of horses, if you wouldn't mind, go get mine out of the animal cabin.
"Yes, of course." He like whistles at one of the boys in the back, goes up and opens up like the animal cabin where the bear and the horse happens to be. Well, they avoid the bear a little because it's a damn bear. But the driver, well, actually the station manager is like, "Oh, sorry customer, but it is assumed that you agree to the terms and conditions when you take a ride. We apologize, but we cannot refund you at this moment. You can file a complaint at our headquarters or send a message."
Of course, of course. I pat him on his back. I say, "Thank you for your time." And then I pull out my pistol and like I point it at his gut.
Whoa!
"I want my money." As I like glare at him.
Negro's got a gun!
It's like, oh god.
All right, now don't do anything hasty.
As I cover behind the carriages.
Now I try to be nice with you folks. As I spit out some of my tobacco, I say, "But you're making my life very complicated. All I want is my refund."
Alright,
And
do you happen to have Intimidate or Charm?
I do. What is the Oh, there you go. I just
Yeah,
roll it.
there you go. You, since you have a gun and they were not expecting this,
Flying colors.
you have a small bonus there. Like, all right, mister. Here you go. Have here's $5. There you go. That should cover you. We don't have any
I
more.
point over to my buddy. I said my buddy needs his refund too.
I assume Emmett.
I'm like getting my horse out of the out of the train cart.
Actually, no, it's not $5 for that train ride.
I mean, since we're already handing out refunds.
Was not expecting that off the bat.
As I pet my bear.
This we already are.
Was not expecting that off the bat.
The train tried to play us. They were trying to take us for a ride, literally.
Well, you expect a ride when you get on a train.
Yeah, I know.
It's not this kind of ride.
Fair enough.
But you expect to be the one taking them on the ride, not the other way around.
Transport, alright. Alright, never mind. The transport prices in the book are freaking ridiculous, so I'm just gonna say that it's, I don't know, $5? $5.
Okay, so add 5.
Yeah.
Cool. And I say, pleasure doing business with you, gentlemen. You be safe now.
As
Then I head out.
as they go down to their business because they don't really have anything to defend themselves with.
Bring
That
the
would be
horse
very
out.
unfortunate if the train was ever,
Yeah.
attacked.
I know.
Bring the
Or
horse.
robbed by a
Bring no
peasant.
horse. Yeah, I bring.
Anyways, it realizes upon you that it dawns upon you that you're kind of stuck here. And you figure that you have 3 options to yourself now. Either head into the unknown by yourself, or stay here in the freezing cold. Who knows? Maybe you could even try to help out, but I think that's way beyond now, because you just fucking robbed them, pretty much.
For my money.
Well, you robbed the train hands. You didn't rob the people of the actual town.
I robbed the people who were robbing me. That's how I see it.
So there's a town nearby, or
Well,
are we in
this
the
is a
middle
train
of essentially nowhere?
But this is a train stop.
Yeah,
We were
this
gonna
is
go
a
further,
train
but,
stop on your way to Strawberry.
So we got lucky that we didn't just have to stop the fucking train in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was under the assumption that we were in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
You got,
Yeah,
And
I
they were
sort
just
of.
like, get out.
You kind of are. This is like one of those watering stations when the like train is
Oh, I got you. It's not
Okay.
really a city, but like,
No,
I get you, I
it's-
get you.
Yeah.
literally the only building here is the little building here, which is like a watering station. There's like one of those watering towers.
So then I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna head over here.
Yeah, I'm pulling my horse over by cane. I'm like, well, this is certainly some shit.
I say, you telling me? I say, never have I ever thought that a train would try to rob me. As I sit in the chair.
Certainly ridiculous. Anyhow, what have you been up to?
I've been pretty good. A little strapped for cash, but hopefully with new business ventures to seek out here and the opportunities that everybody keep raving about, hopefully my fortunes can change. I'm hoping that I may even get a nice little horse.
Certainly so. Maybe get one as nice as this.
I'd say it is a beauty.
Yep. Anyhow, what were you heading out to Strawberry anyways?
I
Never
said,
told
well, I say, well, I have big plans for myself, for us. Big goals that can establish a new line of credit for us, as well as income, so we never have to worry about going back to the bums of the swamps, to the dirty roads. A place where we can just truly enjoy ourselves.
That's a mighty fine ambition. I'm heading out to Strawberry. Gonna go see an old friend. You remember old Sammy, do you?
Ah, Sammy, yes. How's he doing?
Well, apparently his father took over that town. Now he's finding himself in position of sheriff. He was looking for me, sent me a letter. I'd have to find someone to read the damn thing to me. I don't know why the hell he wrote me something. You know I can't fucking read.
Luckily, I can read. Let me take a look.
I show him the letter.
Yeah.
So I read you the letter.
What would the hypothetical letter say, Marcus?
It would be like, hey, it's your old pal, Sam. You remember me from back in the day? Hey, listen, I have a couple of people who needs catching up. Well, I need to arrest them and I need some help. I don't really know what I'm doing.
But yeah, like you read it aloud, and I'm just like, apparently he's trying to play lawman.
I say, well, I said, how dangerous are these people? I said, there's only one way to find out.
No one's saying I'm not dangerous at all.
Not. You can post your tokens if you want.
I look over as, like, you know, the other passengers who were getting off, who had witnessed the ugliness that was robbing the thieving train crew.
It's not robbery. It's just forced refunds.
Yeah.
Force refunds.
Yeah, but I look over at the lady who had gotten off, who had witnessed that, and I'm like, Miss, I am sorry for you having to witness that ugliness.
I tip my hat at her.
I blatantly ignore the hat tipping, as if the person weren't there, and and acknowledge the apologies as they duly should have been presented. That's quite all right. I suppose it was in due order, since the services for which the train line had been contracted were not being delivered.
What brings you out down to these parts?
Oh, a little this and that, visiting an old friend, and seeing if once the ice melts, if can't get some nice fishing going.
Yeah, I see. You got yourself a fishing line there. You a southern lady?
Oh, why, yes. From Louisiana.
It's funny, you carry yourself almost like a northerner. There again, I wouldn't know too much.
She scowls at you like you'd insulted her mother.
The disrespect.
Yes.
Sorry, it's just the tone of voice. I don't mean nothing by it. It's all proper like.
I say,
She
wait a minute.
scowls.
And I look over to Emmett. I say, I think you're speaking to royalty. As I laugh and spitting out more tobacco.
Then again, I might have forgotten what southern sounds like. I spent too much damn time in the lowlands.
Why, excuse me, good sir, did you just say royalty?
I was like, yeah, I think we got a princess over here.
Sam goes down on one knee. Your Highness.
I'm actually laughing, I see.
Sir Dinklage is at your disposal.
At least this one knows how to properly address a lady.
I look over at Kane, and I'm like, I look over at Kane, I'm like, I didn't know they built people like you that short.
And I say the wonders of the world.
If that's the 7 wonders of the world, then I guess I'm the fucking Leaning Tower.
Hey man, to each his own. I say we should probably get ready to start heading over to Strawberry. I want a drink.
Yeah, certainly so. I don't want to sit out in this damn cold.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Why, does that mean you gentlemen are on your way to Strawberry as well?
I said we are.
Certainly so. Oh, certainly so.
Scant and I are making our way there as well. Off to adventure.
I said
And
nice.
glory.
I said, did you get your refund before you leave? They were offering refunds on the.
I most certainly did. And I pet Jorsunante lovingly.
I said good.
Is that a Black Mountain grizzly bear?
Why, what a discerning eye. He's a good and a noble steed.
That.
Well, if it's all the same with you, I'd take a horse any day of the week.
Are you planning
It's
on
rare to see anyone walking around town with one of those.
Horse is a noble thing to ride, of course. But few things can just compare to the power of a bear.
I wouldn't say noble. I'd say just fast.
Are you disparaging my steed, good sir?
No, I'm referring to my steed.
I like to imagine that the bear growls.
Sir?
You said noble, I just said fast. That's all it needs to be.
Sam shakes his head. A man should not disparage his steed. This does not reflect well on you, sir.
Well, I wouldn't say I disparaged it. I did name her.
Sad shake of the head.
Named after the last thing that ever held importance to me.
And I said, did you name your bear?
Of course, his name is Rocinante.
I say, what is that? Chinese, the yellows, yellow name.
I'm told it's Spanish.
Doesn't sound like no Spanish I've ever heard. Then again, I don't hear too much Spanish, so what do I know?
I lied. I said I ain't never heard Spanish either. I thought it was one of those one of them yellows. But to each his own. He's like, I assume you ride that bear.
Why, of course. Where else would I go with these stubby legs?
Whatever works.
It certainly does.
I look over and I'm like, Your Highness, do you need a ride?
I am first going to consult with the train conductor and check while the rest are busy discussing the girth of the bear.
It is massive, yes.
Yes.
That meme is never gonna leave this fucking party.
Nope.
Yes. I shall discuss with the more reputable train crew about what they plan to do on making sure that everyone of the paying customers actually get to their destination.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna get a repairman here at some point. Then we're ready to move out if you wanna wait here. It's gonna take a while.
Now, how long would a while be?
Oh, in these parts, it could be anything from a week to 2 weeks. We do have enough supplies to last us for a while.
And how long is it to Strawberry from here?
Strawberry? Oh, on foot? Oh, it's gonna take you a few days.
I weigh my options and look at the motley crew of bear riding midgets and whatnot.
Bear riding midgets.
Yes. Then I distinctly recall reading something similar in one of the paperback books that I have been gorging myself on during the train ride, and smile. Perhaps this could actually be a good spot of adventure. And I return to the group and...
When you are posed with the question, if you need a ride, Your Highness.
Yes.
Your Highness, may I volunteer my noble steed for your purposes?
Yes, you may. And I toss you a nickel.
Most kind, Your Highness. But there's
catch
no
it.
need for the money.
I catch it
It's my honor.
with swiftness. I appreciate it as I tip my hat.
This is gonna be an interesting ride.
Where do we have the oh yeah, it's under inventory, right. So, what was the conversion? It was brass pennies are cents.
Yep.
Silver shillings, those are like
no.
dimes or quarters?
No,
Where are we
it's
going?
Brass pennies are nickels, silver are dimes, and gold is just dollars.
Alright.
So it's easy to convert, it's not gonna be exactly the same, but it's close enough.
Alright, so that was essentially a silver shilling.
Oh, so you threw a dime. Okay, let me change that. Okay. Are we missing somebody out of character?
Out of character, we're missing Baishan.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, he's
That's because I've messaged. I messaged Marcus a couple of.
But yeah, no, I saw the message Marcus. You might have a different means of character introduction, or
Oh yeah, you were on the train, man. Yeah.
I was.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I would.
that's what I said. That everybody's on the train.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that involved me or not.
Yeah.
because of what we
You're
discussed
there
earlier.
if you wanna
Gotcha.
introduce yourself to the group too. So, sorry, I did not see that message.
Yeah, I've been sitting here quietly, just watching, waiting.
Yeah. I thought that everybody knew, but yeah, you're there. Don't worry about it.
So, in that case, I guess I'll start walking from the back of the train where I, rightfully belong.
Yeah, you were probably with the luggage.
Why has the train stopped?
well, apparently there's a bit of heavy snow blockage down on one of the tracks. Busted it up. You're looking to get the strawberry? You gotta walk or ride.
You mean to tell me this beast of metal and steel and steam can't deal with a little snow?
I'm sure it could deal with the snow. It's a matter of the track being busted.
This is why my people enjoy horses.
Yeah, that's why I have one as well. Don't have to faff around with it.
And I say, looking at you, I'm like, what tribe do you come from?
He stands resolute, as if swelled with a sense of pride. I'm Apache.
Should have known. I say Blackfoot. Very nice to meet you. I'm Rika.
Bashan.
And I shake your hand, if you allow.
He will, considering you just claimed Blackfoot.
And I say, well, I don't know about you all, but I want to start making some headway towards Strawberry as soon as possible before it gets any more colder or any more snow gets ahead of us. I don't know if you guys are interested in riding along. It's better to stay in groups, especially around these parts.
Yep.
So if you guys are interested,
You are of the people. I will ride with you.
A lot of thieves in these parts.
I'll laugh when you say that.
It's not like they'll owe us any favors.
True.
Adventures are much more merry in a group.
I say, but for you, how did you announce yourself, Samuel? Was it as Samuel or as Dinklage?
Sir Dinklage.
Sir Dinklage. I say, Sir Dinklage, I said, hopefully you have a good handle on that bear of yours. I said, because when we get to the town, I don't know if it's going to scare some of the townsfolk.
I will certainly do.
You know, if he sells it right, he could be the most entertaining thing to ever walk through that town.
You are right.
But if we
I
are
could
to be
imagine
travel
you
companions, you may
If
call me
nothing
Sam.
more, it'll provide ample
Just-
distraction.
Just use those marketing superpowers you had. And we'll be square. Small party backpacks for food.
So
Oh,
cool.
smell.
And I'm just going to stand up, as I do not have a horse, and begin to walk.
Yep. Is
I climb up upon mine, and we get moving.
alright. So you decide to head out yourself. Now as a group. Well, somewhat of a group, as I was just about to say. If you didn't talk right now, as you head out to yourself, but you're not alone. You look to your left and right and realize, thankfully, you have somebody with you. If you're gonna work with these fine wolves, you might as well know something about them. And that was gonna be the party introduction.
Yeah.
But if somebody has anything to add while you're traveling away from the train...
So I turn my head back to the lady riding the bear. So I never caught your name.
I don't believe I ever said it. It is Corey. Corey Trump.
All right, well, Miss Corey Trump. My name's Emmett. This man right here, name is Kane.
Another hat tip. Howdy.
And I look over at our
Another sort of ignoring glance.
I look over at our native friend. What would your name be?
By Sean.
Hi, Sean. How long you been in these parts?
It's almost like she's she stopped listening to you after you mentioned your name.
She cares not for Mr. Kane.
A lot of people care not for Mr. Kane.
But I look over by Sean and I'm like, how long you been in these parts?
I have been riding this train for long, far too long. But this is not my ending destination.
It never is. I myself have been on that damn train for, I think, maybe a quarter to a week now. If I had to sit down that damn thing any longer, I think I was going to kill myself. I probably would have used your damn gun. I look over at Kane.
I laugh and I say, you know what I find funny about the train? For something that's supposed to be totally inventive and totally like the changing of the new world, it has so many flaws. Good old horseback, I think, is probably what I'm going to invest into. Trains seem useless. Besides the amount of cargo it holds.
That's not in the compared to some of those rumors I heard back up in Arkansas.
Did hear about some of the rumors in Arkansas.
Apparently, this is just a rumor. There was some sort of talk of some horseless carriage.
I believe it when I
Another
see
invention
it.
of the white man. I'm sure it is a death trap.
I would think to that.
Sounds completely damn ridiculous.
And I start walking.
Yep. You guys start walking. You see
Walking
some of the
right
other passengers start packing up, like the little building here.
Yeah.
But realizing that as you're leaving, the station manager really quickly stops you and is like, "Oh, you're heading out?"
Yep.
Listen, if you need supplies, you can stop by the Adler Ranch. It's a few miles off from here, if you need some supplies.
What kind of ranch is it?
It's a small ranch off into the...
What's the ranch owner like?
Quite friendly. It's to the west of here. Just follow the tracks and it's off the mountains if you need supplies.
Alright, friend, I
Sounds like
think
a good
you
idea.
kindly.
I said we could probably get some food and stuff. We won't have to go hunting for it when we create our campfires tonight. if we can make that arrange before sundown.
It's
So I
around.
wouldn't want to get caught out in this damn cold at night.
It's around, you think,
With no food.
1 p.m. currently. Well, I think Kai had a clock. Did you buy it?
Yes.
Yes, so it's about 1 p.m.
Guy has the mighty pocket watch.
Oh yes, the most OP invention.
Now, party up!
By far.
And traveling together, you're probably following the train tracks, realizing that's probably the most safest way to go right now.
What's the scenery like?
I'm just getting to that. Let me describe. Now, party up, you start to travel, and you travel for a while, and you are about to cross a bridge as the snowfall keeps going on. At this point, you're starting to be covered in quite a bit of snow as it's falling down from the heavens above. You look into the distance and you see quite the sights. Beautiful land covered in white snow, the sun shining, glistening off the snow. South, you see a beautiful frozen river below you in a deep crevice as you hear the crows crowing at you, almost like laughing. The travel for you is hard, especially with the snow falling. You almost cannot see anything ahead of you. But following the tracks towards your destination, you know that they will eventually lead you to it. About there-ish.
So, like, as we're walking, what time is it now when we get about halfway to this ranch?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get to that. So, it's about 1 p.m. around when you left. So, I would say, like, a bit over half an hour, since the travel is kind of slow.
Oh no, I was saying the distance from where the ranch is to where we arrived. We first arrived at where the train was. So from the train to the ranch, how far is that?
It's a few miles.
Okay.
I'm gonna be kind of... If you're wondering if I'm using like real-time travel distances, I'm not.
Okay.
Because otherwise you would be walking for a week to that ranch.
Alright then. So yeah. So like as we're walking, I would say to you guys, let me know if you guys get hungry or need to stop. From like the estimates of what the guy was saying, it shouldn't be too far, but obviously, you know, some of us on foot.
That event roll.
Yeah.
Can't hide it from me.
Now, at this
Eagle eye.
point,
Excellent. 94.
you can either roll me perception or navigate.
But do I have it?
No
Do I have it? Oh, I have it.
Or
Let's go.
alternatively, follow trail with a -10 penalty.
Well, I can't perceive jack shit. What's everyone else?
Here we go.
Well, at least Kai can pull it off.
That test was on a 75 though. What the fuck is that?
Well, at least Kai knows where he's gone.
Somebody help me. We're lost.
So
Well, it makes sense that I'd be lost.
you're traveling in this
I ain't never been to Texas.
snow. You're having a bit of luck with it at the start as you're traveling. The snowfall seems to almost seemingly stop out of nowhere as you're traveling. you consider yourself in luck. But in the distance, did anybody make their perception roll?
Yep. I did.
No?
Well, navigation roll at any rate.
Tell you what, I'll let you all roll the perception again, but since this is technically a separate event.
Alright.
Go, gadget perception. As soon as I feel the fuck it.
Bollocks.
Damn.
I've lost track of where it was on my sheet. There it is. I see nothing.
Baishan,
Oh, it's Paishan season.
you're the only one who hears it, but in the distance, if you have the little music on, you hear
I instinctively crouch down and draw my bow. And signal everyone else to drop down. So if anyone knows secret signs native.
Yeah, the range of signs. Yes, I
Sam looks at you very strangely.
Yeah, I equip my sling.
haven't like the faintest clue because I don't hear the fucking.
Yeah, I kind of like guessed.
Out of curiosity,
Kneel
Marcus.
down.
yeah,
Out of curiosity, Marcus. Could my horse potentially roll perception?
it could. Also the bear
It
could.
potentially could actually be fucking startled by the goddamn howling. You know what? Let me see. Your horse is fucking.
It's momentarily spooked, but calmed by your confidence in ignoring the sounds.
In
Let me
fact,
check. Let me check the bestiary.
that's it's a riding horse, right?
It'd be a fucking riding horse. Let me check its. It does have acute senses, so looking at a 30% chance. Yeah. Oh yeah, the horse fucking senses it.
Yeah.
But you know the critical success.
Yeah, so the fucking horse. My horse, I don't hear the fucking howling. Fucking horse does.
So yeah, you ready your sling, and the other party
And it
members
fucking
look at
rears.
you and went, "What are you doing?"
Said I'm hunting wolves. What does it look
Yeah,
like?
I like look around, like, and I see Baishan is crouched down. And I'm like, what's wrong? Something spooked the horse.
There are wolves.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I readied my sling already. So as soon as I saw Baishan get down with his Native American translate, you know.
So
I get off my horse and I pull out my hatchet.
you're on the in the middle of the just snowy path.
I reload the bear.
Reload the bear.
Reload the bear.
Get off the bear, you mean?
Bear's reloaded. The bear's reloaded.
You can put yourself wherever. Now, is there anything
I
that
am
you
also
like to
going to take,
react beforehand? Do you have a moment to react? You can either try and hide, or like try and tempt the wolves away, or anything like that.
I am going to set up an animal trap.
I am going to. Wait, what was it? Samuel, yes. You there, midget Negro. You mentioned this was a trained bear.
Well, yes, indeed, Your Highness. My steed is very well trained.
Does it, relieve itself on command?
I have not had use of that so far.
Thinking maybe the wolves would be scared by the scent of a grizzly.
I can certainly try to convince him.
as I
Rocinante,
dismount the reloaded bear.
Reloaded.
Man.
Rocinante, the princess has commanded that you must relieve yourself. Now do as you're told.
Darn it!
You have one job, Bear.
The bear shitting in the woods index is not good today.
It's,
Very peculiar.
it's gonna swim in the snow.
Well, I mean, it kinda maybe adds to the scent. At least it rubs it off.
I mean,
I
that
assume that a wolf pack probably would have to be very,
the
very
funny
hungry
thing,
to
that
attack a grizzly
bear,
bear.
I believe, had what was it, frightening or unsightly? What it's called?
Oh yeah, the bear has fear.
If you're hostile to it, you need to make a willpower check or suffer a -10 to avoid and skill ability.
Exactly. So, before I even make you go into combat, I gotta see if those wolves even wanna dare to fight that bear.
Yep.
So what you said,
Depends
-10?
on how ugly the rules are.
Yeah, he's got the fucking goddamn bear. It's got some nice shit to it.
Just a straight up willpower, you said?
Yep, straight up willpower.
That piss technique would have definitely given you guys a bonus. Well thought out. But, okay, never mind. So, at this point, even without perception tests, you guys can hear the wolves, but they're like crawling at you. They are not exactly approaching, as the bear is just kinda standing there.
Sam struggles up onto the Rocinante. These mongrels dare to growl at the princess? This cannot stand. Charge, Rocinante!
I'm gonna keep my voice low and tell everyone, do not walk in front of me.
You say that as a bear barrels past you.
It might have just set off the animal trap.
Quite
Well,
possibly.
The animal trap's directly in front of me, so...
Yeah, it depended which way he went.
Well,
Okay, so it's fine then, because I barreled past you.
Exactly. And that's basically what I'm trying to inform everyone, is do not walk in front of me. You can go around me, you can go to the other
So,
side.
you guys do have control of your tokens here, so if you wanna, like, move yourself and get yourself ready somehow, feel free to.
Well, like I already have my sling ready, but like, I'll also pull out my my tomahawk.
You seem to be currently, like, safe, but you're not quite certain that, how long that's gonna last. You don't exactly see where
Exactly.
the wolves are, so how do you proceed?
Slowly continuing on the
I
travel.
try to figure out where they're at by looking about.
Where are you, mongrels? Show yourself!
By the way,
Oh,
you
I
came kind of
fucking
from the
forgot.
top, if you guys are curious.
So we're going down this
Oh,
way.
yeah. Well, in that case, I would have been in the front down here with the animal trap and down.
I have no fucking clue.
I sink like midriff deep into the snow. I am now in half cover.
Fair enough.
And I'm just sitting there on my horse, looking around for these fucking wolves, but I just cannot.
Yeah,
see
you
them
just
pop
hear
up.
them crawling and howling at you.
Hey, I have night vision.
Yeah.
Would that have made significant easier to see
It's
these
still
wolves?
daylight, so it wouldn't help you really. Even
Okay.
if it was nighttime. You do have a +10 because they're close to you and making noise.
Ah. Well, that would push me up to a 38, but I still can't fucking see them.
So like I would say that we just proceed cautiously as we continue to move forward. If they're not going to attack, they may just turn around and fall back if we continue to travel with the bear.
They be pack animals and they like to take down the sick. But or the slowest. But there's
True.
a fucking bear. And as long as people less inclined put up much of a fight, stay right next to the bear, you should be fine.
So you guys have to sustain up next to the bear and leave?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Combat avoided.
I collect my animal traps and
Mostly because none of them want to fight that bear.
Yeah, that seems very reasonable.
We got one
I'd say the
person
wolves
on
are
board.
probably more reasonable than our, generic party in like 99% of the campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
If you guys would have engaged them,
it may
they would have been hostile even with that bear. But,
wolves, like their typical hunting strategy is separate the either the weak or the feeble, and then dogpile their ass.
Yep.
Can't exactly do that when the weak or particularly combat inept is sitting on the fucking bear.
yeah.
That's true.
So, combat luckily avoided. Well played with the bear tamer, because...
Yeah. So who else does he have to go at? Like, who else do they have to go after? The dude with the bow who's sitting there with a trap sitting right in front of him? The one on horseback carrying a fucking hatchet? The one on the ground holding a tomahawk and a sling?
So, random event ends.
Like 90% of us are physically able, and the 10% that isn't is sitting on a fucking bear.
So, you travel further along, and you go back to the tracks, and, you come across a piece of tracks that you heard them over talking about. Let me just reveal.
Yeah, I mean, literally, if the train tracks are there, we should probably follow them.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was just a random little encounter thingy. But yes, you're following the tracks, and that's the site that you come across.
Well, that certainly explains why the damn train couldn't move.
You take a look, and the crowd is covered in snow. You see the hills above, where you see that there has been a big landslide. Big portion of the tracks has been broken because of the landmass and rocks that has hit it.
Having read too many adventure books, I am going to look at the landslide and see if the snow around it appears to be blackened by an explosion. If this might have been bandit activity.
Okay, yeah.
I see what I wish to see.
Pretty much, yes.
Let me see. Perception. Was there an explosion?
No.
Hey!
It seems that this was just caused by heavy amounts of snowfall and such.
Ah, yeah, so no explosion. then. Okay.
Legitimately an act of God.
Are there any railroad ties that are just lying about?
No, not really.
You know what I'm talking about when I say railroad tie. I'm not talking about the actual rail itself. I'm talking about the nails that hold them in.
Well, you can kind of see a couple of them on the snow, like dislodged. But
I'm gonna pick up a few.
some of them are just bent beyond belief. You think?
Marcus.
Like, if you had the know-how and the time, you could have probably fixed this. But, nobody really here in this party has any smithing skills.
I have no inclination to fix it. I want to take the nails and use them as weapons.
Yeah. It's fine.
Effectively, it
Marcus,
should
these
work like
stones?
another dagger.
These stones that are here, any material laid inward on the stone, gold, silver, or was it just straight
No,
rock?
it's straight up rock.
I mean, it was an act of God, so I wanted to make sure, you know, God wasn't trying to bless me with some money. All right, so moving on.
I mean, that would be funny, but I'm not that graceful
I had
of a
to
DM.
try. I had to try. All right.
So, you're around the
Not
area
good.
where the station manager said that there might be the Adler farm somewhere around here. Since there's the mountains that he was talking about. And you have already walked for quite a few miles.
Start looking around to see if I can spot it. I see nothing.
The time is around, like, I would say 3 p.m.
Does by Shan spot the farm? The ranch.
With the perception, you kind of know where you are at. You know that it's somewhere off these mountains that you see. That you gotta travel.
I'll inform the other of the people. Was that Emmett that was of the people, or Rika?
Rika.
Yeah.
Rika? Okay,
Yep.
yeah,
Emmett's
I'll
Welsh.
tell him. That ranch is not too far from here. In the
Okay.
mountains.
And who has the time? Which one of us has the time?
That'd be Corey.
Corey. So I look over, and I say, Your Highness. I say, how much daylight do we have left?
Let's see. I mean, she knows the time, but does she know when the sun goes down?
So yeah, it's the winter.
I mean, if she's been paying attention, then probably yes, because, you know, Trey Ryan.
How much time do we have left? Because I just did outdoor
So
survival.
yeah, it's during the winter. It's December, so the sun goes fast, really, like really fast.
Since this is Texas that we're in, nighttime in winter is 6 o'clock. That's when the sun will officially disappear.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now I know that is because I work in the winter. I worked in the winter these past few days.
like,
It will be pitch black outside by 6 a.m.
I would say it's
That's
around like
yeah.
3:30 currently, and around 5 the sun starts falling.
Okay. Then all right, cool.
With a sigh of exasperation, I educate the lesser being of the time of the setting sun.
Cool.
And with my
Lesser
outdoor
being.
survival, could I have just said it?
Yeah.
It's 6 in the morning.
Oh
Still have a
god.
few hours.
You know, that could have meant a lot of things. I just want you to know, Kai.
I know.
So you decide to head towards the Adler farm or just keep going?
Yeah, go to the farm.
Well, with
gonna go
thankfully
ranch.
you already rolled perception to try and find that farm, so you quickly find the little track that I have on the that's on the map over here, if you can see it.
Yeah.
There, let me center you all on my view, because none of you still have a map. Now, the Adler farm. You decide to take your travels to Adler farm. Well, you already did that. You travel for quite a bit. As the clock starts to get towards 4 and 6 p.m. Well, 4 p.m. The sun is slowly just descending. And ahead of you, in the distance, you see a small farm. Its lanterns are lit, Meaning somebody must be at home.
It might be wise if I stay back.
I'll ride up ahead. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
So me and Kane ride up to the ranch.
Yep. You approach the main door. Well, main building. As you see 3 horses hitched to the hitching post outside. You near it as you hear a man yelling, "God! Cannot you leeches haven't I given you enough money?" Followed by a shotgun blast. You see 3 rough, malnourished men. As the man in the middle of them says, "Fine, have it your way. Your way.
Whoa.
We'll be back for you." They take a look at you as you're approaching. The 3 men look at you and it's like... They give you a dirty look. And they're like... They take their horses and leave.
Okay, so as soon as he gave me the dirty look, my response would be, "Is there something wrong with your face? Or should I fix it for you?"
This doesn't concern you. As they get on that horse.
Don't you say that, boy. It concerns me anytime some scruffy looking little shit gives me a bad look.
I say, if we have problems, I got a tomahawk with your name on it. Would you like to be introduced?
They seem to ignore you and ride off.
Keep fucking walking. And then,
As you see the big man on the front door who has a shotgun in his hand. He points it towards you and says, "You're in my land, and I ain't giving nothing for free."
I ain't looking for anything to take for free. We're just riding out here from the old railroad. We're looking for a place to stay. I've got money.
I also have money, and we have a princess with us from Louisiana trying to get the strawberry. I said, surely you can find it in your heart for a very wealthy businesswoman such as herself coming from such a far land to get to such a small town.
Fine.
It would.
You can sleep in the barn for 2 dimes.
I say, and for the princess, can she have a room?
Fine.
Yeah, I ain't sleeping in no barn.
That's why we got you a room.
That's why I got you a room, bro. What you mean?
Those
that,
darn those
yep.
bandits.
Ride my horse up and I hitch it on one of the little hitching posts. Who were those 3 yahoos anyways?
It's the damn Webster gang. They keep stealing my stuff just because I owed them a bit of money a while ago.
Gang problems, eh?
Yeah, they keep extorting me, even though I paid off my debts. Long time ago. Hell, 3 times over. Nothing will probably solve this except bullets. I don't see anybody helping an old man out here in the boonies.
How often do they roll around here?
Quite often. You have no idea. All I own is this farmstead, food supplies, and a few decent horses.
So when he says horses, I say, if you offer me a horse, I say they will never bother you again.
Really? You would help out an old man?
I say no. I would help out an old man with horses. As I laugh.
Besides, I don't like the way people look at me like that.
That's true. We do. They do have to answer for that dirty look.
He kind of looks at the rest of the crew back there. Actually, it's still on Fog of War, so there you go.
Yeah.
As he looks at the rest of the party, and, what does friends have to say about this?
Well, I concealed myself in the woods, so...
Well, whoever
I
is like standing there.
Well, they don't have to involve themselves if they don't want to. As for me and my good friend right here, they come swinging by, looking to take something from you. I'll bury them out in the woods.
I'll tell you what, if you can help me out with this, I'll give you a horse. That's fine.
Sounds like a fair trade.
I say, hold on. I say, there's multiple bandits, right? There's a couple of them. I say, how about you trade in 2 horses and that shotgun? In exchange, we put them in the ground. Can I make a haggle check?
As you kind of say the shotgun, he does kind of chuckle a bit, but yeah, go ahead and roll me charm.
That's haggle.
Charm, not haggle?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I'm about to say, I got the haggle.
Yeah, you do have the
so
haggle.
I do get bonuses to this.
Let's
So,
see him do it.
bonus 10. Here we go. Wish me luck, y'all. 52 is what I need. God damn it, what a 90! What is this shit? Okay. I fail.
You want to use a fortune point?
I do. I want to use a fortune.
Alright, go ahead and read.
We need these horses, bro. God damn it. Alright, yeah, fail.
It's like, tell you what, I'm a nice enough fellow when there's quite a multiple of them. I'll give you the horse and some food for it. How about that?
So you drive a hard bargain, mister.
Suppose a fine a deal as any.
And I kind of like whistle over to the people, you know, because they're probably further out than I am.
Now you're welcome to stay here. You can ask for food if you want.
I walk over to our 2 bear riding compatriots. Since I can't see Baishan, he
Baishan disappeared on us.
Yeah, I walk over to the 2 and I'm like, so here's the situation. Managed to negotiate for you at least room in that nice ranch over there. I point at Corley.
I nod appreciatively.
I say there's also
As
food.
Somewhat smugly.
Yeah. As for the rest of us, we'll be sleeping in the barn. And on the off chance that you saw those 3 gentlemen who just walked out of there, if they come by again, you don't have to step in if you don't want to. We're gonna take care of them.
Noting that they've ended negotiations, I'll be walking back to the group as well.
Wait, is it knight's duty to take care of ruffians? I shall assist you till they come.
I asked you, Baishan, in you know, in our native tongue, if you're willing to fight some dirty rednecks that's causing this farmer some problems, if they come by again.
Yeah,
Why must we wait for them to come to us?
Yeah, I look over at Dinklage, and I'm like, sure you up for this?
It's gonna be a big fight. It's quite a tall order for you to take part in.
No, I wasn't gonna.
Your Highness, it is most touching that you would be so concerned about myself. But I am a big man, and I can take care of myself.
He may be stout, but he may be short, but he looks quite stout.
I bet that's his favorite beer.
Is
I
it
wouldn't
everyone
doubt
else?
Why must we wait for them to come here? Why do we not track them to their lair?
So we could track them, which could potentially be better, but it's cold, low on ammo, and I'm hungry.
Then I shall go and scout ahead and come back to lead you there.
I say then if you want, then we can leave at first light. So at least we can get some rest, because we have been traveling all day. And they did leave on horseback. Which means their lair could be pretty far.
As I start walking back, I see I can see you and Bishot are having a quick little discussion. Although it's in some fucking language I don't even understand. I walk over to the two of you and I'm like, so, what's going on?
So basically, I just explained what I was saying to Baishan about thinking about tracking these guys and trying to head out at first light, so we can like bring the fight to them while they're tired and groggy. If we get a head start on sleep, and Baishan is able to manage to track them, then we can sneak up on them and get 3 extra horses, 1 for each person here, as well as whatever they have in their camp, as well as another free horse that we could potentially sell in Strawberry. I said that's my profit.
I look over at Baishan, and I'm like, you know, you need something fast to help you track them, but you use my horse.
The offer is appreciated, and I will take you up on that.
Name's Sophia.
Oh, you named it.
Yeah, I did.
We need other shit for the horse.
She appears to be a good horse. I will take care of her.
She's a fine steed indeed.
I said, I'm going to get a white one. As I smile. And I said, well, you guys have a good night. I'll see you at first light. And I'll be ready for the murder. I mean, the killing. I mean, the protection. As I laugh. I go to bed.
She's a fine American standard bred.
I will start tracking now then, and I'll be back as soon as I find out where they're laying their heads.
If you're curious as to the stats of a standard horse, they have a speed of... Let me find it. Yeah, I just had it. Fuck. They have a speed of... Well, they have a movement of 8. So...
Literally
on
moves
a half-action move, they can move 8 squares.
Yeah, literally moves only a slight bit faster than me.
Yeah, and on a full action move, well, you know.
So
I have fleet of foot,
so the rest of you rest up and Baishan?
Yeah, I make sure to visit Corey before I go to bed, or like, you know, while it's getting darker, and find out if she needs anything. And if, you know, if that guy's being a creep or not.
Oh, Farmer Brown?
Yeah, Farmer Brown.
Yeah, that's very appreciative when the black man appears in her bedchambers in the middle of the night.
Not a black man, Native American.
Oh yeah, well, you know, close enough.
Close
Close enough.
I'll be right back.
Too much skin pigment for her liking.
No, that's fine.
But no, there seems to be the big man himself with his trusty weapon and his wife just living out here, and their daughter.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the old man. Well, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say, hey, tomorrow, I said me and a couple other boys that are in the barn. We're going to find those bandits. We're gonna hunt them at first light.
Oh, I'll wish you good luck with that. They're quite a dangerous folk.
I said, that's fine. I said, may I ask a favor?
Sure.
I say that shotgun. I said, you mind if I borrow it as long as I bring it back during the trip?
He kind of looks at it. Roll me charm. You know what? Yeah, they're fresh tracks. You have a +10.
Plus 10 or plus 30? I didn't make out what you said.
10.
Okay.
Another 90. I fail.
It's like, I would, but gotta get something to protect the farm. You understand, right?
Of course, completely. It would just make our lives a little bit easier, is all. I said, maybe you should come with us. Get some revenge on them.
Alright, I'm back. Any updates, any changes?
Bison is
Fucking kidding me?
Bison.
I was offered if I wanted to take some antibiotics to assist in my the stopping of all the bullshit that's going on inside my body.
How many times can we roll a 92?
I know, right?
Third time somebody rolled a 92.
It's like,
this is a day of failures.
he kind of holds his bag. It's like, I'm a little too old for adventuring.
I say, of course. I said, well, I'm gonna head to bed. I said, if you hear loud noises tomorrow, it's probably because we're heading out for the fresh thing. Figured I'd let you know.
Well, like I said, I'll wish you good luck. Meanwhile,
No problem.
as Baishin is trying to find his way, but as it's starting to get dark, he kind of figures, I don't know, are you gonna keep going? Try again?
Yeah, I'm literally gonna work all night until I find this damn trail.
Alright, roll again. Chris, was there a limit how much a follow trail check? Is it like an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours?
I can check for you. Let me to pull that up for you.
I suppose you have more fate points to waste on this.
Follow trail.
It's an advanced skill, but it doesn't say how long it takes.
Yeah, I'm checking.
If not, we can house rule it too if we need to.
Well, I'm just gonna...
Following obvious tracks requires no skill test and can be done without slowing down.
Oh, without any obvious tracks? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. I was not quite sure about that myself, so ignore those 3 fails, because these are fresh tracks, like I said.
Yep.
And I can get my fortune point back?
I mean, I could say roll me with a plus 30 in this case, but I think it's safe to say that you make it. Well, you find them. So you follow the fresh tracks immediately, even with the horse. So you even would have actually had a bonus for that. So let's take back that. So you follow the tracks. Let me quickly find. You see a small campsite by a ruined building. You see some movement there and a fireplace. They're about 100 meters away from you.
I'm gonna dismount my horse and start sneaking up a little bit.
Alright.
To within 50 meters. Any bonus on the concealment?
I don't need to roll for 50 meters.
Okay.
If you want to approach even closer, then you can.
Can I tell at this point if they're asleep or if they're awake?
You see some movement, like I said, but if you want to make sure, roll me perception. You're not 100% sure, but you think there's a couple of them awake.
I'll get closer. I'll get to 30 meters.
Alright, now you need to roll a concealment. When you're approaching. Finally, you made one of those.
When
it comes to hiding, I'm good at that.
So, since you're so close, let me quickly...
92 has been the magic number of the party today.
It has. That 92 is special.
It really has. So you look about the camp and you see the ruined buildings and a couple of tents. You're like up here by the tree line.
So I'm up here?
Yeah, you're up here.
And do I see anybody walking around?
Yes. Let's just really quickly find a couple of random mooks. He's fine. Loading file. By the campfire, you see two men talking to each other. They seem to be sitting on stools and playing like what seems to be some kind of a card game from up here. You're not quite certain, and they seem to be enjoying themselves a bottle of liquor.
Can I see if there's anyone laying down in this teepee?
No. It's closed, so you're not quite sure.
Gotcha. Flap is closed. Got it. Well, I was gonna try to count coup, but that's not gonna happen. Is
Oh, you
this,
can check. Oh, never mind. I can't say that. I'm not there. Never mind.
Is this one also closed?
Yes, both of them are closed. But you do see the horses by this road building over here.
Yeah, I'm actually moving my character now.
There we go. Hold on, let me refresh the roll20. It's creeping up for me.
What is that?
Some horses in here. It's like a stable.
Yeah, it's an old building that's like broken down that they have hitched their horses in.
That white one though. That white stallion over here. That black on black.
Yeah, so yeah. You made your concealment, so you creep up on them behind. What do you do?
I'm gonna get up to this tent, and I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can hear mumbling and talking of any sort, things like that.
Okay.
Or snoring, preferably.
You have a plus 20 bonus on this.
Woo! You killing it.
So yeah, you hear snoring inside.
And is this an actual teepee or is this a tent?
It's a tent.
Okay. So it's a fully enclosed structure, made out of canvas or cloth or something like
Cloth.
that. I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to slowly cut an entryway into the back.
Okay. Yeah, let me roll really quickly actually against...
Should that be a silent move, or...?
No, I need to roll against you. I don't remember the sleep penalty. Chris, what's the sleep penalty?
Oh, silent move on so against people who are sleeping, it's minus fucking 30.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Whew. It's gonna be fat.
Actually, well, I rolled a 46, so he does not get up. He seems to be half passed out of alcohol poisoning. He's just snoring away. You see him sleeping there. There's one of them inside.
Just one?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna go inside, and I'm gonna. Is he naked? Is he?
He seems to be half fallen asleep in his clothes.
So his gun belt still on him?
Yes.
I'm gonna take his pistol.
Okay, that's gonna be a oh, no, wait, was there a
Sleight of hand, probably?
hand?
That's an advanced skill I do not have, so I can't do that.
Pure agility in that case. See how well it goes.
Yeah, that would be pure agility in that case.
Any bonuses since he's sleeping?
You know what? Since it's a minus 30 for him, I would assume it's a plus 30 for you. And that's more than enough degrees of success that you go into his gun belt and you steal his single action revolver.
And I'm gonna walk out. I have successfully counted coup. I'm good.
And you got a pistol.
Okay, so you're gonna head back into...
I'm going to ride all the way back to our sleeping quarters.
Yep, you go back into the Adler farm. When you get back, it's like dead in the night, pretty much.
Ride the horse straight to the barn. I mean, the farmer doesn't even know I exist.
No, he does
Riding
not.
straight.
He doesn't even know you exist.
Not at all.
So yeah, those who were sleeping here had to pay all of 2 silver.
Yeah.
How much?
2 silver.
Maybe 2 silver shillings, so that's
Can't
like,
quite hear you.
2 silver.
Free?
2.
Free?
2.
You're
As number
paying
2.
2 silver.
Free? With a charm check of 4?
You know what?
Oh, okay.
You know what? After the conversation about the shotgun, you're like, listen, can we stay free? And the man is like, oh, fine, you can stay for free.
Woo! Almost busted my wallet all the way up. Okay, we're good, guys. Disaster averted.
Alright, so I ride the horse into this stall here, and then I'm gonna start looking in the stalls to see where Rika is.
Yeah, you see Ricky, he just snoring away.
Yeah, you sleep with a couple of the horses, you get yourself some hay and just sleep for the night. You have quite an uncomfortable sleep in the dead of winter, but you managed to get through it.
Better than outside.
The most...
I mean, it's not a down, mattress, but Corey manages to make it through the night.
in the meanwhile, currently, well, you have quite a wonderful sleep inside of the house.
Choo 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 choo. $1, $2, $3. Choo 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 choo. That's how Rika dreams. And then
Oh, somebody was messaging me. When did Chica have to leave, by the way?
Huh?
I'm asking a Kai question.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, when did you have to leave for the next campaign?
Oh no, that's in like, what, 2.5 hours?
Okay, then we still have time.
A lot of time. Yeah, we have a lot of time.
So we wake up in the morning?
Yep.
Well, like, I make it a point to wake up early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, I need to be wide awake. You know what I mean? Drinking coffee, getting ready to murder people. So.
Yep. You wake up. The Adler is nice enough to give you some porridge to wake up. And you get on your horses, and well, some of you walk.
One of us.
And you head towards the bandit camp.
I look over at Baishan. So, how many did you count?
There's at least 3.
3A?
At least 3, and I got coup on 1.
Oh, perfect.
As I point to...
What kind of weapons they're rocking with?
I only noticed a pistol on 1. I did not get a good view on the other 2.
Single action, double.
I said, were you the one that put this on my bed this morning? And I kind of showed a pistol.
Yes.
I said, appreciate it. I said, so this looks like a
It's a single action.
yeah, single action pistol. I said, I said they kept it clean. I said, that's a good sign. You know what I mean?
Certainly
If we can quietly handle this little problem, you might not even need to fire a shot.
Is the
How many
Dinklage
holes
with
do they
us?
have?
Is the Dinklage with us? I need to know.
Oh yeah, Dinklage. Is he sleeping? I was like, we gotta wake him up.
Holler.
I'm knocking on the barn door. I'm like, Dinklage. 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 I open the door.
I don't think Holler is there right now.
Well, looks like he's sound asleep.
Fucking
Well, three man's as good as any.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have just been 3.5 men together, so.
Hey, 3.5 men and 1 bear is a
And one
solid
bear.
party comp.
No.
Sounds like the start of a dead TV show.
3.5 men and 1 bear.
For now, we're
Or
gonna
some
say
other form of entertainment.
he's kind of
Alright, let's...
there if he shows up.
Well, he's asleep. Yeah, so we'll ride.
Yep.
You ride into the camp. You don't need to make a navigation or perception anymore. Well, follow trail because Bashan already knows the way.
Yeah, I like it by Sean as we're like heading over. I'm like, I'll let you use my horse again. Use that bow of yours.
I will not relieve my bow. I am sorry.
No, I'm not asking to hand over the bow. I'm saying use the bow with the horse.
Like you can use the horseback.
I'm asking you to be a horseback archer.
The
I doubt there will be a requirement for that.
You never know.
So just to be clear, as like we're traveling, before we get here, I say we putting these boys in the ground.
I am under the impression that is the whole purpose behind this. It is hard for an enemy to strike you if he is not capable of striking.
I look over to Emmett because you know my plans.
Oh, I know your plans. I'm just gonna give them one last chance to apologize for that dirty ass look.
I say preferably after we take their weapons away. I say let's head in.
Holy shit, he's massive.
Who's the big guy?
You can set yourself again on the cliff over there.
Yeah.
Who's the guy from Frontier, the white guy who played called Drago?
Oh
Jason
shit.
Momoa.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't expecting to have to throw down with fucking Aquaman.
Aquaman. That's probably the one you stole the gun from.
So yeah.
And he is pissed.
So
we ride up to to the little camp.
You in the
To the 100
distance
meter mark.
before you approach in the distance, you see the marking about something. When the one guy over here is flailing and trying to explain something about something to the rest of the group.
Are we just gonna be open about this, or are we gonna sneak about?
And I say, well, I'm not one for sneaking. I'll be in the open, but how about you and Baishan get in a nice, good position in case things get out of hand?
I am the worst sneak possible.
So okay, then me and you can ride up, and then Baishan can get a
Baishan,
horrible sneak.
I am
Feel
going
free-
to.
Feel
Alright,
free
so I
to
see
be his
those three
shadows.
already. Yeah, I see those 3 already.
What was,
So I am going to actually go further south of the map, cut over to the left side of the map, and come up on this side in the forest. That way, because I'm not going to cross right here.
just out of curiosity, what is Curly doing?
Chilling.
Chilling? Fair enough.
Back at the house.
Doesn't want to get involved. Fair enough.
So, I
I'll
say,
go
man,
ahead.
I say
Hold.
the plan is for recruitment for these gentlemen. I said if they get out of line, be ready to take them out. I say get as close as possible.
So,
We can minimize the gunfire.
so
I'm fading that.
well,
Yeah, so we ride up.
Yep.
Probably ride up.
yeah, you guys could just straight up go in there. Bayesian, you would have had a bonus for that. Because they are distracting them.
we are kind of distracting.
Okay, so was the bonus high enough to where I didn't have to fade?
Well, not enough for that. For the second
Not
one,
enough for the
yes.
65, but for the second one, yeah.
So you pass the second row, basically.
Alright, cool.
So, you approach without not taking any precautions. They see you.
Well, I wanted to perceive this tent before things went down.
Okay, yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
That was the whole point behind my concealment.
Yeah.
Any bonus?
Nah, not this time. You try to listen in, but you don't exactly know for certain.
Alright, in that case, how tall is this tree that I'm by?
How tall are trees usually?
Well, it all depends on the tree. Some can grow a couple of feet, and others can grow a couple dozen feet. So
I'm gonna say that it's about a... Alright, you guys use feet. I was gonna say a meter tall.
yeah, alright. So if it's only a meter, that's 3 feet. If it's 10 meters, that's 30 feet.
Yeah, I would say it's about a 1 meter tall tree.
If it's a tree in Texas, the one outside my house is it's a tree native to Texas. It is about a story and a half. A story and a half is
10
well,
feet.
essentially.
Well,
Well,
15
a
feet.
story is 2 stories is 10 feet, I believe.
As you
One
approach...
story is 10 feet.
Oh, sorry, 1 story is 10 feet, so this would be about 15 feet.
They take a look at you
Which is about 5 meters.
and say,
Hang on, God, 1 second, I'll be right back.
So I would also like to make it a point that I'm already out when, as I'm approaching with my gun in hand.
yeah, I'm just waiting till Chris
Yeah, of
gets
course.
back. Actually, since the party...
Sorry about the absence. I was just informed that my grandma's in the hospital.
Oh, is everything okay?
It's only gallstones, so nothing
Oh,
major.
thank God.
But at her age, the sentence to grandma's in the hospital is a bit concerning.
Yes.
So, would you be helping in the combat situation right now? They wanna...
Alright, I'm back. What's going on?
Yeah, because basically my character tried to wake you up, I see. So if you would have woken up and just said you came with us, then you could be here too.
Yes, Sam would have wanted to charge any evildoers on Rocinante.
Yeah, so
So
we're
basically, we had a conversation before we walked over here. The conversation was potentially recruiting these individuals for personal gain, if it can swing that way.
if it can swing that way.
If it cannot, then we put them in the ground.
and I'm currently looking for a tree that I can climb. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's enough trees that you could definitely climb on.
alright, then put me in a tree that I can climb.
Well,
I'll
two of us are gang oriented, so if that
That's
gives
true.
any kind of idea.
Say over there, I guess.
I'm trying to make sure that when I do the eventual career move to Outlaw Chief, that I have the band of outlaws.
Yeah, man, the outlaws to be a chief, all right?
God damn it, with
so-
your outlaw group.
You know what's funny? I'm aiming down the crime lord path.
I know, like,
Yeah,
half
he
of
needs a fucking criminal syndicate. I just need a goddamn band.
like,
Fuck with.
I think the only one who's not even planning anywhere near to be an outlaw is Kai.
Is Corey.
Well, I mean, dude. Hey, listen. I said I had two options with this character. I could either go down a path of redemption or go down a path of following the gangs and whatnot. If it's the gangs, it's a crime lord. Oh, the crime lord. It's a bandit chief. If it's not, it's demagogue.
Anyways, they stop you about terrace, I guess, and says, "Oi, stop there, strangers!" They pull up their weapon, except the one of them, because he doesn't have a weapon now.
Yeah.
Mhm. And yeah, and I say, hey, how you guys doing today? As I spit out some tobacco.
It's a fine morning indeed.
Definitely a fine morning. I say, which one of you fine gentlemen is Webster?
The big guy over here is... Well, I know Webster. Now, they point their guns towards you and is like, now, I suggest that you leave your gear and money right there and leave. You have a...
I ain't leaving nothing there, buddy.
Hello, hi.
We got ourselves a little conversation we gotta have.
Listen
A
up.
little chewing of the jaw, if you would.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
I said I only need 5. I said, so here's how it's gonna go down, right? I say, you have 2 options. Right? You can be buried, or you can join me. Just that simple. I'm not going to give you a spew or a speech. You'll either join, or you get riddled full of bullets. What are we doing? As like, I point my gun forward too.
Very well.
And I hope you choose the latter.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me straight up charm. Or into me.
And listen here, buddy. I don't do and I'll run you a solid here, friend. I'll run you a solid. He'll shoot you. I'm gonna take this axe right here, and I'm gonna leave your ass unrecognizable.
Well, now the Webster gang ain't looking to join, but I see that we're like-minded, so who says that we can't work together?
That is right. Repent, sinners, and join us in our noble cause, whatever that may be.
And the Webster gang is always looking for allies. I'm sure Webster will be glad to know.
I ain't looking to be nobody's lackey, not anymore. Now listen here, boy. You've been messing around with that old man that runs that ranch. You're
Well,
supposed to stop to it right now.
that Adler fellow owes our gang quite a bit of money with some
Well, you're
interest.
gonna consider it square right now.
And we well know that he has a lot of money hidden in his farmstead. But the man refuses to pay, you know. And we
I said
need
that's
our
not my-
money.
I say, so listen, he's under our protection now. Right? And as you can already see, we're not fucking around. I gave you an option, and I'm awaiting an answer. Are you joining me? Or do you want to make out with some bullets? Last chance.
Choose, sinners. Repent or perish.
I look at
Leave
the other
simple Father alone.
I look at the other two that haven't spoke up. What about you two boys?
They're
You willing to make a smart decision?
like murmuring
willing to be buried out in these woods?
with each other, and they're like, "Hey, boss, what are we gonna do? They got a furry beast there.
That right there's a Black Mountain grizzly bear. It'll tear you limb from limb. And if it doesn't, I will.
Let's see.
I shall tell you a secret. In fact, Rosinante is the least dangerous person here.
I need to roll some willpower test, actually.
I look over at Dinklage and I'm like, you see that man right there? He may be short. But he's a monster. I've seen him eat men alive. Don't play with him.
Why, I would never. Such disparagement.
Damn.
They
What
trust him. You
savage
don't
would
want to
eat
see
his
him when he's
food?
angry.
Him there,
Alive.
he seems out of it. He doesn't want to do this, really. He's like...
The problem with fighting midgets is that their fists are basically, you know, punching bag height.
Alright, so what now, Marcus?
And he's not really into it. And the two of them are... Okay, the good news is they don't really want to fight you, but they don't really want to join you either.
Okay. I just say put down your weapons and lay on your bellies.
Leon or
And I-
Ellis.
I said, you heard what I said, you know what, I'm done talking. And I fire.
And at that, I'm going to loosen my arrow.
Because they wouldn't totally listen to Chris's suggestion that they leave them alone. But
Sword Noble Steed. Charge!
since you went ahead and fired,
Yeah, my character gave them their options.
Options were
miss.
given. And they were ignored, so the shit be going down.
oof,
I will fade that.
I would too. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I think
woof.
I don't know if I want to fake this.
There we go.
There you go.
Alright, let's put in some combat music, I guess. It's officially on for the first time. In the meanwhile,
Combat is on. Combat is definitely on.
Curly is like sipping tea in the room, enjoying the fireplace.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, it makes sense. Not exactly a combat expert.
Just wait
How
until
do I
she gets
roll
a repeating
initiative?
rifle.
Oh yeah, that'll
True,
change
true.
eventually.
I mean, currently she has a damn fishing line.
Oh yeah, boys. Maximum initiative for me, which is 30. Because I'm wearing goddamn armor that prevents me from moving fast. That male shirt.
It's way more protective than the female shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, have you seen them? They're like boob armor, and that's it.
Can you,
They have
somehow-
holes in the front and the back.
Oh, wait, did I roll?
Hey, somehow, 2 strips of masking tape protects the character way more than fucking actual plate mail
Can I
in
what?
some goddamn shows.
I mean, makes sense. The baddies always aim for the shiny bits.
Didn't hear you. Can I do what?
You ever notice?
Oh, I made the wrong
God,
attack.
you ever notice how fucking Game of Thrones? That's like the only goddamn show where if you have armor on, you will win the fight.
Pretty much, yeah.
Didn't you already roll for initiative?
The whole bit
I
where Sir
did.
Jorah
I
is
did.
fighting that
So
blood rider.
At my turn, I'm going to put the original.
He tries to stab him, and his fucking weapon gets stuck in his armor.
Yep.
I'm like, oh man, finally. The guy with armor isn't made to look like a punk bitch.
Well, since you fired, now I need to make the willpower test against the bear so they won't get fucking stunned, don't I?
Real quick too, I
Please
also have to
don't get
rerun
stunned,
my
Mark.
attack roll.
No, Marcus, he doesn't have fear. He has terrifying.
Ah.
Terrifying makes it so you have a penalty to shoot or swing a melee weapon at the bear.
Okay. So,
And that lasts until you either break it or you run the fuck away.
anyways, you said something, sorry. They spoke over.
Okay, I would have still missed. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, just barely. But I had to re-roll it because like I put my pistol under the melee weapon tab.
True. Yeah.
So I would, yeah. So I was trying to fix it.
So first of all, Baishan, you're on the trees.
Oh, does
Yep.
Baishan get any bonuses because he's shooting
Yes,
from
he has
in?
a high. Oh, he actually hit. Who did you shoot at? I think you never
The
said.
long-haired guy, this guy, right
Okay,
here.
that one.
And I hit him in the left arm.
Thank you.
You hit him in the fucking arm for 10 damage.
10 damage.
And if
Yeah,
he
you
has
fucking
armor on,
mangled him.
he's got the armor piercing ignores a point of armor,
Well, he has a leather jerkin, but that's
which
not gonna help.
that just covers the body.
So, toughness. You deal 7 points of damage to him. How many wounds he has? That many. So you shoot an arrow straight into his arm as he yells out in pain. They are hostile now towards you. He's a little uncertain where that arrow came from.
And I'm gonna do another half-action aim and fire at this guy.
Oh shit, he's got more than one attack.
Yep.
He's like me. He can
Well, no, I
multi-attack.
had a surprise round, and then we rolled.
Oh
initiative.
yeah, that's right. The
Yeah,
surprise
he
round.
had a surprise round.
I do have rapid reload, and so theoretically I could, if I had more than one attack.
I can
make
multi-attack. It's pretty cool.
I can also multi-attack if I had 2 pistols.
Okay, my bear.
Alright, so 10 from aiming plus higher ground. Any bonus?
Higher ground is 10.
Alright,
Oh,
and then
yeah. Fuck his life up.
because they don't know where I'm at,
That's
does that give a bonus?
10 or 20, Chris. 20, I think.
30.
30.
It's 30.
Ooh,
They don't
you
know
about
where
to
you're
light
at,
him
So I have a
up.
plus
it's
50.
40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill him, Baishan. Headshot.
So you shoot at the main guy in the left arm.
And the arm.
You
I don't like left arms. I just don't.
apparently not. You shoot him.
You did 10 damage on the left arm. You just do not like it.
You
They gotta
shoot
go.
him, and he screams in complete pain again.
Marcus, do you remember when we were in the Tomb King campaign and fucking goddamn Drew just kept hitting people in the face? Every fucking goddamn time. This character was no fucking joke. He had a goddamn demi-lance.
Yep. So both of them are injured, and your turn is over. Unless you want to try and move and get out of that tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna. How high up am I?
Probably all the way up, so I said first 1 meter, but maybe you're like halfway up on like one of the branches. Yeah, that sounds
Alright,
nice.
I'm gonna shift my body position to where the tree is in between me and them.
Hey, I'm also not on the initiative,
Are you not?
Marcus.
Okay. Recall.
So that it provides me at least some cover.
Yeah, you gotta, when you roll for initiative, you gotta press like your token on the map, and then press the initiative thing, then you'll be at it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So actually Rika would have gone before you, so...
It's fine. He can go. He can go, and I'll just go next.
Well, I just went, so it's your turn.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm just going to fire. At the this guy in the back.
Okay.
That guy is just getting his shit pushed in.
I know,
Shot
right?
in the arm.
First an arrow to
shit
his...
all the way
Always
pushed
shot
in.
with a gun, or fire, or potentially fired at.
Both of these guys have an
Oh,
arrow
for
in
fuck's
their
sake,
arm.
his other
There's a
arm.
right
There's
arm.
an
This
arrow
man
sticking
lost his
through their
arm.
arm.
He's been shot in both arms now. This fucking
Bye-bye.
blows
No,
for that poor
this guy
guy.
only got shot once, and this guy got shot once. They both have an arrow sticking out of their arm.
8
Oh.
damage.
Can somebody... Actually, I can check the critical damage for right arm. Actually, unless somebody wants to check it for
Yeah,
me.
I can check it for you.
He's in critical 4.
I can check that for you.
Actually, never mind.
Let's. Wait,
This
are you
guy-
gonna do the?
This
Wait,
guy
he's a
was
minion,
a
isn't he?
mook, so he's straight off the bat, but keep it up.
So ammo is now 3.
Critical effects arm. If the armor is damaged, armor points on this location are reduced by 1 until the armor is repaired. If character isn't wearing any armor, or players are using basic armor system, use number 2 instead. Arms struck numb and cannot be used for 1 round.
Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
he's a mook, so
He
he's just grit
So
auto
he just
kill.
takes some bullets to the brain. As they now see that we're not fucking around over here.
Finally. It's my
Glorious
guy's
combat.
turn. And guess what? This guy doesn't have a weapon, but he has plenty of daggers.
Alright,
So...
who's he going after?
Oh god damn it, the damn measuring thing is still broken. I don't know what's
Who's he going after?
movement of 4, so 1, 2, and then he's gonna try and throw it against one of the 4 of you. Yes, the bear is still on target. Against Trico.
Okay.
I should actually
Threw a
fix
knife at
that
you.
damn distance unit to...
I'm surprised he didn't just like charge one of us. Like his thought was, I'm gonna throw a knife at my
My
only
only
weapon. I'm gonna
weapon.
throw a knife at them.
He has a couple of them.
Okay, he has
Shot
a
at.
couple of them.
And he's not exactly confident going into melee combat right now. Mostly because
Better
I
make it
rolled
count, boy.
willpower and he sees that damn bear. So,
He sees the damn bear, and he also sees Emmett.
yeah, he's not exactly...
I rolled pretty well on that intimidate.
So, I managed to hit trigger. Now you don't have dodge yet trained, so you're gonna take this straight up. Let's see, his strength is 2. So that's 1d10 minus 1. So Rika, you get hit by a dull knife.
Yeah, so like he throws the knife at you, and the handle smacks you in the chest. That was pretty embarrassing.
And so this guy is like, what the fuck are you doing? Now he doesn't have his gun anymore, and he was one of the characters who actually had a gun in this fight. So guess what he has? A dagger.
His fist. A dagger? You gonna throw the dagger?
So
Is he gonna throw a dagger, or is he gonna run and try and stab one of us?
good question. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. 1 is gonna be throw, and 2 is... Oh, he's gonna be manly and move first and then charge.
Alright. Who's he going after?
Let's see. D4.
I did roll intimidate. That should pull some aggro my way.
You know what? You did. Fair point. So, he's gonna rush towards you straight off the bat.
Alright.
With a charge. With a plus 10.
That grants him a plus 10.
And he misses you. You manage to dodge out of the way.
Alright.
Meanwhile,
Alright. The bear. You got mauled by a bear. Hunting accident.
you see a
Yagi Bear.
dude come out of the one of the tents over here, and he looks what's going on and gets ready. And pulls out his gun.
Pulls out his gun.
Yep, that's it.
Alright, what's Yagi Bear do?
Now, the bear is a wild
bear.
animal, so he would go after the closest target in this case.
Man, the big boss man's about to get fucked.
Should
Yeah,
I
you about to get
make
mauled by a bear.
Samuel Roll right, because it's in combat situation.
And here's where I have a fit of PTSD from Red Dead Redemption.
Yo, the bear maulings in Red Dead was fucking.
You know, the true fear of that game for me was when I'd go up into that cabin and I'm like, oh, this is a nice spot. What's that fucking noise? Oh god, a cougar!
So, Samuel, you ride into the battle. You manage to get into the battle, but you immediately fall off when the bear goes for a swing.
See, for me, I'm trying to find cougars so I can kill them with my bow, and I can't get any to spawn.
The fucking horror of that goddamn moment in that game was, me and my friends, we used to play Red Dead Redemption online, like the first one, and we used to go up there intentionally. We do what we call cougar hunting.
Now
we
you
would
get
hide in
to
the cabin
check out the
we'd
critical
hide in the
table.
cabin throwing dynamite at the fucking door
Throw that about at the door.
and fucking cowering in fear.
Fucking Krugers in Red Dead Redemption. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, that mission where you gotta kill that white cougar is annoying.
Yeah, that shit is
Oh,
fucking
Jesus
scary
Christ.
too.
Alright, well,
Fucking
it's time to
cougar,
find out if
bro.
I'm going to be using my hatchet, which is my lethal option, or my non-lethal option.
So let's see,
I'm
the
using my
bear...
non-lethal option, it would seem.
I think the bear just killed him.
Yeah, where's the hit table again? Because I'm doing it straight up.
So, let's see. Test result 12, so that's 2 in the head.
2 in the head.
Whew.
So check out critical damage to the head.
Okay, I have it up.
I got it.
For what body part? Oh, sorry, what
Head.
number?
Hey,
number?
so let's see. 9 minus toughness is 6 damage. Actually, doesn't even go into criticals. Let me see. Before I jump the gun. That leaves him with 3 HP. And then the 7 leaves him with minus 5.
Knocked to the ground and dazed, all tests and attacks suffer a minus 30 penalty for 1 round, and he must use a stand action to regain his feet.
Hey, it's Red Dead Redemption all over again.
Yes, there's prone.
Knocked him prone.
So yeah, the bear ran up and just bitch slapped him to the ground.
Also, bitch slapped Samuel down.
Well,
Bear's
since the
like,
dude is
"You
currently
know
lying
your
on the
place."
ground, fucking stunned and prone.
It's
Go
like,
ahead, coup de grace.
what the fuck happened? And it's like, ah! This guy's still a little wary.
All right.
About to be a
Well,
little
I
dead.
rolled non-lethal, so non-lethal I be doing, but here's where the fun kicks in.
The bear is the only one that's like
Eh.
completely hit
Pummeling.
right arm.
I'm beating the shit out of his arm, apparently.
So you start to just break down his arm as you just grab it and smack it twice as he's
Like, legitimately, he, like, throws his hand up to try and, like, stop me. I grabbed his fucking hand, like, grabbed his fingers, I broke his fucking fingers, and rolled him over on his back and broke his arm.
as he passes
Considering
out
using
into the
criticals.
pain of it.
It is non-lethal damage, the punching
I
and
know,
whatnot.
so I'm just gonna put it.
Yeah, so I won't kill him.
Yeah, he's out of it.
But he just got his ass kicked.
He got fucked up.
Emmett is a non-lethal fist fighter first.
As their big guy goes down. Did not mean to roll on the bear. But whatever. Both of the guys are like, alright. We'll give, we'll give.
I said on your bellies.
As they get down on their bellies.
And
Justice prevails!
I walk over to this guy right here. And I shoot him in the head. because he already had his opportunity to join. And I look over to this dude that's now on his belly, and I say, I'm not going to execute you. I said, I'm going to give you the same option I gave to the other 3 gentlemen here. I'd say, you either join us and work for me, or I have my very close Indian compatriot here skin you alive. What would you like?
Wait, what? I'm rolling another willpower check to see his response. Well, he is quite pressured into it. He's like, all right, I guess I'll join.
I'm taking this guy's scalp.
Yep. I figured you would when I saw you moving over there. You know what I mean?
He's an Apache. He has to.
You're an Apache. You don't have a choice. You know what I mean? So I asked him, where does he keep all of the good stuff? The weapons, the money that you've been collecting from the farmers, all of it. Where is it?
There's the money in the buses camp right there. There's not a lot of it.
Alright, I'm gonna go check it. I say watch him. Boss's turn.
I stand over like the knocked out fucking body of their leader.
Yep. You
After I'm
quickly
done scalping this guy, I hang his scalp from my belt.
you quickly go inside of the tent and find like a small little coin purse, which is filled with some dimes here and there.
I thought they said they got money from this guy. That's what I think to myself.
You find all of 8 dimes. Whoop-de-day. And, hold on, there's a couple of dollars inside of it too. $1.
$1.
So I give the so I give the guy who got knocked out by the mighty bear like a little slap on the cheek to wake him up.
Yep, he's fucked up. His arm is just completely broken. And I'm gonna say that he's screaming probably in pain.
Well, yeah, he'd be in pain. Obviously.
As he's like, what the fuck?
Boy, you should have played ball.
Well,
None of this ugliness would have had to happen.
screw you too, buddy.
Repent, sinner! You have been struck down by my noble mount.
You know, I would watch that. I would watch that rough tone. You got a knife held up to your throat, and it's not bloody because it stabbed someone.
I'm not holding it to his throat, I'm holding it to his.
Yeah, to his.
Oh, okay, that guy.
This dude.
Yeah, he's just
Like, I'm
he
behind
has
him,
his hands
knife to
off.
the throat,
His
he makes a knife
Yeah,
to the
sorry, I missed that.
he gives his single action revolver to you, and he's like, all right. He's out of it.
I'm going to say, so there was only $1 in that box. You told me there was money.
Yeah. We can take some of that money.
I say, speak up. Use your words.
But that Adler fellow hasn't paid in full.
I'd say I'm going to be commandeering the horses. I like the white one, and I feel like my other buddies need horses, so we're going to take those. You will be on foot. You will accompany us. I say, as for you, big man. I said, I told you what would happen if you didn't join. Now, I am a man of my word when I say this or the other. You seem like a
What's you
competent
gonna
man.
do, boy?
I smile. I say, what am I gonna do? And like I look over to Emmett, and I'm like, what am I? And like as I'm pointing to myself, what am I gonna do? I take off my jacket, I take off my hat, and I pull out the tomahawk. And like I press my foot up against his neck as I begin to carve his back flesh off of him.
Ooh.
Alive. I want him to feel me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be screaming here, but I can assure you that yell can probably be heard back at the Antler farm.
Fucking
Yeah,
Adler is just like walking around his like farm and he just hears like a derelict scream in the distance and he's like, holy shit, they actually did it.
They actually did it.
I thought I was being taken for a ride here. Holy shit. They're murdering the fuck out of them.
And after that's done, you know, I just hatchet him in the head to finish him off after I'm finished. You know, throwing back on my clothes, using his clothes to wipe off a little bit of my blood. And I look over to this dude that's over here. And I said, you agreed to join us. I said, so you get to live. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm just a pickpocket, man. I don't know.
I said, well, you're our pickpocket now. And I said, maybe one day I'll get you a horse. But today, and I look over to Baishan and to Linkage, and I said, we have 3 horses in there. I very much like the white one, as I smile. And I said, but there are 2 black stallions in there. Feel free to help yourself. If you don't want them, then we can sell them when we get to Strawberry.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it back. I'm gonna lead a couple of them back because Corley.
Yeah, I have a whip. So you need like a rope.
There we go. Rope? Now we have a
I got rope.
Difference between the horses.
Yeah, so you know, I get on my horse and I rope up the other 2.
There you go.
And I look at the I look at the pickpocket. So I got a quick question. Tell me about this Webster fella.
Webster, he's quite a fellow. Haven't met him myself, but he has a small gang, and we came from the north.
How far north?
A few miles here and there.
A few miles here and there. They wouldn't happen to have any activity around Strawberry, would they?
Not currently. I heard another crane gang has that area.
What gang would that be?
I'm not quite sure myself.
Not quite sure yourself.
Yeah, we are just the advanced party here who got the job to get our money back.
I said, well, cool. Sounds good. I'd say, I look over to Emmett. I say, Emmett, this here is your man. You know, personally hold you responsible for his deeds and actions. You know what I mean? Let's get him in tip-top shape and in line and utilize his pickpocketing skills to the best of our ability.
Well, I wasn't the enforcer for nothing.
Hey, and then I pat you on the shoulder. As there's still a little blood on my hand, but I kind of wipe it off on my duster. And I'm like, well, I say we have a little ride back, and I'm feeling particularly famished. And I put on my hat and I get on my white horse as I begin to ride slowly.
Yeah. I'm looking at the pickpocket, and I'm like, well, boy, you're working for my good friend Kane right now. You step out of line. If he doesn't shoot you, Baishan will scalp you. If he doesn't scalp you, I'll break your neck. I don't break your neck, I'll feed you to that bear.
There we go. He's in the other NPCs.
That bear doesn't eat you. That bear decides it doesn't want to eat you. You don't even want to know what he'll do to you.
But
I'm going to loot this gentleman here that I scalped. Of all of his belongings.
He has all of 3 knives. He has a deck of cards. And that's about it. A beef of actually he does have a bit of beef jerky.
And then I lean in. I'm like, and we got ourselves a little old lady back at our camp. And if Dinklage doesn't want to mess with you, dear God in heaven, it'd be a cold day in hell what she does to you.
And does he have any jewelry or anything?
No.
Okay. I'm going to strip him naked.
There we go.
Also, can I get a note card so I can add this onto the note card? I like keeping track of the numbers.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the other. I'm getting
He has no
Christian.
jewelry. He's Christian.
And last question regarding this man: can I recover my arrows?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes,
In this
how
game,
recovering arrows for me works, you roll a 1d the amount of arrows you shot.
It is actually a 50% chance.
So you get a 50-50 chance pretty much, so...
Alright, then
Nice.
I'll roll 2d100, and anything lower than 50 will recover arrows. Got it.
Yeah.
Or you can roll me like 1d2, or how many arrows did you shoot?
Either's fine.
I do not recover either of my arrows.
They're both, yeah, they both like, you know,
They're like shattered when you
they
destroy
they splintered in the arm.
Rest of them, this guy handed you his single action revolver, if anybody wants
Nice.
that.
I definitely would like it if nobody else wants
All
it.
of them
Then I
had
can do
light
it.
armor, leather jerkin, if anybody
I would
wants
take one of
that.
those. Yep. Because I don't have any.
I do.
They had
Wait, how many do they have?
I got myself a leather jacket and a mail shirt. I'm fine.
They
I
had
can definitely
a
use one.
single deck of cards,
I'll take the deck of cards.
and
Yep.
those horses. And
I
the
wanna-
money that I
I'm-
already gave you.
I might fancy myself the idea of playing a little poker on the ride.
Nope.
After that, you ride back into the farm with your new pickpocket friend,
And horses.
quote unquote.
Alright, so you said leather jerkins. How many of those were there? Because I'd
So
like...
each of them had one. Thankfully, none of you ruined them, because all of you shot them in the arms and head.
Yeah. So you know, we ride in.
So
Uh,
that's
Adler
4 of
comes out.
them, if you want us to take the pickpockets. Leather jerkin.
So we ride back to the ranch. I imagine Adler would come out and you just see me like hop off the horse and grab the guy, the foot pad
Yeah.
that we had with us by the scruff of his neck, and I'm like, he's got something to tell you, doesn't he?
Yeah. Believe apologies are in order.
He's the pickpocket is like, we're so sorry, Mr. Adler. We didn't mean it. As he's like, would you give him to me? I have a few words to say to him.
I say be
Alright.
gentle. We need him for the future.
Alright,
have you-
I'll slip.
I give him a shove forward.
He takes him inside and after a little while you hear some gentle torture screams.
We just hear like the shattering of a vase.
And eventually he comes back with all these cars.
Fine by me.
No, Adler comes up. I promised you the horse, so I'll give you one of my finest ones.
I managed to bring a few back myself. So
That's true.
no net loss for you.
Ah, yes.
I'll tell you that I will still take you up on that horse. Or that shotgun. As I smile.
But the horse's name is Firefly, and he's a good steed. Quite a fine horse.
I'll say okay. What color is the horse?
It's kind of I almost said silvery, but that's impossible.
So like it's like a gray white?
Yeah, it's white.
Then I will definitely like Firefly, and then that would leave Koi with a horse for herself, Baishan for a horse for himself, and then I know you ride on a bear, but you could also have a horse. If you want
Now,
one,
in terms of
so that's-
what are the horses in terms of stats, they're the basic riding horse.
Yeah, the basic riding horse. Just
But except Firefly has...
Where she put the kid's shoes?
It's the same horse, but a small bonus. If somebody wants that.
I myself have no need for a horse. Rosemount is enough for me.
I mean, Rosinante could have use for a horse. As food.
As it goes,
Are
food.
you gonna eat the poor fucking light warhorse?
What, the Firefly?
Wait, is Firefly a light warhorse, Marcus?
No, it's a riding horse, but it has +3 to all of its stats.
Ooh, nice.
So 28 weapon skill, or 40, or like a fucking 41 in strength and toughness, 33 in agility, 13 intelligence, 13 willpower.
How's the farmer react to the engine that's riding with these guys?
The Indian is kind of giving you a look, but since you guys helped him out, he's not giving you trouble. He's just giving you that kind of a look that, look, you better behave yourself.
Yeah.
In native, I'm gonna look to Rika and say, I don't like the way this guy's looking at me.
I'd say it's all good. I said they know not what they do. I said we got some horses out of this. I said just smile and nod. As we're like talking in our language.
I'm gonna smile widely and start nodding at him.
Now, the question is, that was quite a good ending point, if you want to call it here today.
It seems like a decent stopping point.
Because then next week we can continue from here.
Fine by me.
Experience.
Yeah, experience. So today's experience is straight up 200.
So Jason, you're gonna have to pick up Jason.
And now, for the first time, you guys get to pick